All right, I am really excited about this podcast because we've been talking about this ground up new development called Dwelling at New Braunfels, and it's such a cool community. And it's located in between San Antonio and Austin, Texas.
Correct.
It's been a lengthier project, right? Can you tell me about how it came together, why it came together, why New Braunfels?
Well, that's actually a little bit of a funny story. This project actually started before I ran San Antonio, and then I got a request to move to the Dallas area and run a property or region up there, and it started before I even left. And by the time I got back, it still wasn't, it just gotten approved. So it went through about a little over a 2-year process of going to the city council and, talking to the city folks there, doing a lot of research around the area, talking to the residents that are around the area as well, just kind of going through the permit process and so forth. So yeah, it was just, this particular property really fit kind of the vision that we were going for what we were wanting to do with our next project for Yes Communities. We wanted ground up, we wanted all premier rental homes. It just fit everything. It was very close to green, a sweet little town, kind of old and rustic. It's got the oldest dance hall in Texas. That's, as a matter of fact, where George Strait was found. So original wood floors in there. There's no air conditioning in the building still to this day. So it's very, like I said, it's very definitely rustic Texas for sure.
Yeah, and I love that because it's such a juxtaposition between having this rustic, historic Texas, but then you have this kind of up-and-coming new developments happening around town. And I'm sure the need for, attainable housing or affordable housing was probably very present in that market too. So was that part of the decision-making process?
Yeah, that is actually what helped us get that approval through the city because it was at the time the fastest growing city in the country. I believe we're number 5 right now in the country. So because of all the growth and so forth, even though it is growing, it's still very quaint and adorable. They needed more housing. So with the affordable housing that Yes Communities has to offer, it fit right into what they needed for the city and their growth. And so it worked out great.
Tell me about the types of homes. I mean, they're so pretty. And what are the layouts? And you said it's a rental community?
I love this community. For years, I had always asked about having a community that was only front porch models. And what that means is that the front porches are on the fronts of the homes and line the street, just so quaint, and it just provides that welcomeness where people can sit on their front porches and talk and barbecue and kind of mingle with your other neighbors. And they've got the full front porch options, the half front porch options. We've got the 2 and 3 bedrooms, very open floor plans, standing tubs that I absolutely love just for the relaxation, big kitchens with big islands for congregating and entertaining. So I love these homes.
And to have modern, amenities like that in a home for a rental, that's unheard of. I mean, when I was renting back in the day, I rented when I was in Boston. I mean, we barely could get into the bathroom because it was the size of a shoebox. So the fact that you can actually get a soaking tub in a rental is incredible. So tell me about the housing market in New Braunfels. I mean, it is up and coming. That part of Texas is just, a lot of probably a lot of growth, right? Because it's right between San Antonio and Austin. Those are booming markets.
Yeah, between San Antonio and Austin, they've been saying for ever since I can remember that at some point they would be kind of like the big DFW Metroplex kind of scenario. And it's definitely kind of working its way. But it's also, they're not taking away from the historic part of New Braunfels in that area. I mean, I know that the growth is there. There are a lot of more residential communities that are going up from anywhere between apartments to, stick-built homes. So there's a lot of opportunity out there, but I feel like we kind of set ourselves apart just with what we have because they're more affordable. You still have your your yards. We're pet friendly. Every time I go out there, the residents are always out there talking with each other, and the kids are playing and so forth. So I don't know. I just if you were to see it, you could tell it was something special. You could feel like this is really such a close knit community, and it just fits perfectly where it's at.
And it's growing too, because I think, what is it about a quarter of it is done, or, I mean, you're still getting new homes delivered and placed in the community?
Yeah, we just started. So we have intentions of about 225 home sites on there, maybe 260. I can't remember the number, but we have 30 rental homes now, meaning 30 families on the community or in the community, and we have probably another 19 to 20 coming over the next 45 days. And then of course we'll continue that rolling off, about 20 homes every 6 to 8 weeks, just so that we can provide that demand. They are going very, very quickly. So the homes that are currently coming in right now, half of them are already gone. They're already pre-leased.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, pre-leased. So if we have listeners that are tuning in today, what's the best way to contact you guys? I mean, is it just going to the website, putting in that contact form, and can they get on the wait list?
We do have a wait list that is going. They're more than welcome to come by the community. They need to anyway, because it's just such a adorable community. I think they'd really be pleasantly surprised. The team there is fantastic, very helpful. And then, of course, you can go online, you can call. My suggestion would you've got to put your eyes on this community.
Do you think a lot of people that are living in New Braunfels, are they commuting? I know in Denver it's a big thing that you can live 30 miles away. Some people even live 50 miles away, and they're commuting into Denver because, when you get to the heart of the city, it's expensive to live there. So are you seeing people kind of commuting from other metro areas like San Antonio and Austin? So they might live in New Braunfels but commute back out for work?
100%. So obviously we have that mixture. We have those that are actually working a little more locally. Could be Seguin area, New Braunfels, whatever the case may be. But we do definitely have people that are commuting to Austin, which is roughly 35, 40 minutes away. And then, of course, we also have San Antonio, which is, 15 to 20 minutes away. And, of course, that's the outskirts that I'm talking about. But, yeah, we definitely have all of the above.
Yeah. Tell me, what are people saying about the new community? Because, hey, it's a new community in town. Are people excited? What are you hearing on, on the streets of the New Braunfels, area? What are people talking about our community?
It has been overwhelming, the feedback that we're getting, especially we deal with the city a lot because we do have to get permits for everything that we're doing to make sure that everything's properly secured and installed and so forth. So it's funny that we get even more of that feedback from our city officials and city vendors and installers and inspectors. Are like, wow, this place looks fantastic. As a matter of fact, I think one of our inspectors is actually looking at moving into the community. So super exciting. A lot of people are looking forward to the open house that we've got coming at the end of this month. So we've got a lot of buzz going on about that. The residents love it. Just passerbyers. We get a lot of people that are, the proverbial tire kicking, or just people that are living in the area that are just curious. And they just want to come by and say, I just kind of want to look around. And inevitably, we get a lot of those that come back and say, man, I'm looking for my granddaughter. I'm looking for, my son and his family are moving back from Hawaii. A lot of it's been, local word of mouth that we've gotten the residents that we have.
I can tell you why I'm excited about the launch of this community, but what are you most excited about launching New Braunfels?
Oh, that absolutely has to be getting the event center and all of the amenities ready to go. It is ready to open in just a couple of weeks, and so I just want to see the faces on my residents, their looks on their faces whenever everything opens up and they can start taking use of all the stuff that we have to offer. I cannot wait to see that.
I'm excited. This is a long time coming for this project, but I think with this grand opening coming up here, what is it, June 27th?
That's the plan.
Right around the corner. Yeah. Well, this is going to be exciting, and we'll be down there with you, Misty, and the team there, and we are looking forward to it.
You got it. Thanks again for inviting me.
Now, tell me about the amenities at Dwelling. What kind of amenities are there?
Dwelling is offering brand new amenities, such as a state-of-the-art beach access like pool. We're going to have a full fitness center that offers treadmills, stair climber, rowing machines for your cardio needs, along with lifting equipment like free weights, kettlebells, medicine balls, and a full gym setup that includes a Smith training. I think it's got resistance bands, a pull-up and dip station, and much, much more, which will also be open 24 hours, because we do understand that residents have all types of different, schedules and lives. We'll have a covered pavilion with picnic tables and barbecue pits for our residents to enjoy, a cookout by the pond, which also features pier and water fountains. And around that pond, we have a nice walking trail to promote like a healthy lifestyle. We're going to have a brand new playground that accommodates people of all ages, along with generous amounts of seating around the playground as well. And we're also offering this just beautiful event center where we'll be holding resident events, or even available for residents to rent out that for their own special events as well. So it's going to be pretty awesome.
I'm like, that is a benefit in itself, to have a gym with all brand new equipment, with all of that. Now you don't have to pay for a gym membership. So, I mean, that alone, I think I was paying $50 to $75 a month for a gym membership, and I never used it. They didn't even know who I was when I tried to scan my card once when I went. So, I mean, that's a cost saving. So
absolutely. People don't have to drive to go anywhere. They can just, all of their activities will be within the community, including the walking trail and the fitness center. The pool also can aid for that as well. I just can't wait for people to actually be able to utilize it and give me their feedback on how much they love it or things that we could change. I'm ready for that.
Okay, so this big grand opening event. So what's going to be happening during the event? Tell us a little bit more. What kind of fun things are planned for that big day?
So we have invited the local media, to include radio stations and city councilmen, to come out for a grand opening ribbon cutting. Number one, we're going to have a grand opening ribbon cutting. We are going to be doing raffling for some amazing prizes, to include a portable cooler, a barbecue grill, beach bag with goodies, and even river tube sets and much more, because we are River City, so we have to include that as well. We'll be providing Cooper's Barbecue, which is a local restaurant here in New Braunfels, to come out and enjoy this exciting day with us. And like you said before, we'll also have our model home available to showcase like its gorgeous features and everything that comes in the home as well. So that will be also a staged model home for them to view.
And it's welcome to the public, right?
Absolutely. I think we're even going to have a DJ out there as well. So that's going to be super fun. Everyone's going to be able to walk around and just get a feel for the community, showcase all of the amenities we just talked about. We're going to have all of our pool furniture set up. It's going to be beautiful. I'm so excited for everyone to be able to come out and just see this vision that we had, that we put together, right? And we're finally able to come invite everybody out to come see just how spectacular this place is about to be.
I was so excited about this grand opening that I decided I am going to be coming down from Denver because, so I'm coming, and a few other people from the marketing team. So we're going to be down there, and we're so excited to celebrate this opening with you all. So tell me some unique aspects about living at, dwelling at New Braunfels, or just New Braunfels in general. Like what are some unique things about it?
If you don't know anything about New Braunfels, the one thing you should know is it's a German heritage town. It's very unique in the way of everything is around the German thing, right? So we host a 10-day Wurstfest celebration. It is just basically beer and bratwurst for 10 full days with live
like
music
dinner.
And it's amazing. It's super, super fun. It attracts tourists every year. We have 2 rivers where you can tube and float on a hot summer day. Main attractions in New Braunfels is including the iconic Schlitterbahn water park. It's this massive, huge water park. Most people have like season passes to it. I mean, it is super hot in this area, so you always want to be in some kind of water here, right? Right around the corner from us, we have the Natural Bridge Caverns and Wildlife Park. We hold the oldest bakery in Texas. It's called Naeglin's. If you have not been, you need to go because it is amazing. From kolaches to breakfast sandwiches to pastries, basically they have it all. And then just many, many local restaurants that offer live music while like overlooking the rivers, or just very historic types of restaurants here. It's a fun place to be.
So tell me a little bit about the local job market and employment opportunities in New Braunfels. It's pretty new and developing, so I'm sure a lot of businesses are coming in. Tell me more about that.
Absolutely. So New Braunfels is one of the fastest growing cities in the state. Well, as of last year it was. I'm pretty sure there's other cities now just because we've been expanding so much. But with that, New Braunfels has seen an increase of, I think, 64% in the number of jobs since 2013.
Oh, wow.
And it also holds an unemployment rate of 3.3%, all while keeping the cost of living 2% lower than the national average. So that is probably why New Braunfels is the it place to be right now.
Tell me a little bit too, Marissa, about the local schools and some of the educational, opportunities there in New Braunfels.
Yeah, so where Dwelling in New Braunfels is Comal ISD. We do have two school districts here, New Braunfels ISD and Comal ISD, and both of them have an overall grade of A when compared to other school districts. And Comal ISD has actually been rated the best school district in 67th place out of over 1,000 school districts in Texas. So I'd say that they're not too bad. And the graduation rate at Canyon High School, which is right around the corner from us, is 98%. So I would say that there is a very sought out school district.
You've moved around Texas a little bit.
Yeah.
What is different about New Braunfels from other Texas cities?
When I explain the difference from, like, let's say I'm from Houston, right? So Houston's a very, very large city. We've got so many things going on, but the community in New Braunfels is just what it is. It's all about showing pride for the high school football teams, like your Friday Night Lights kind of situation. You're going to have your locals constantly frequenting the Two Rivers on a normal, occasion, attending a Worst Fest event and having a season pass at Schlitterbahn Water Park. Everyone in New Braunfels understands these things. That's what makes you a local. They just have like this little community, like everyone knows all about these things and they come together to enjoy these things in New Braunfels. And they even welcome all the tourists as well. Like, you can't tell the difference between a local and a tourist, honestly, because everyone is just so friendly and so helpful here.
Yeah, and that's what I love about Texas. Every time I go down there, everybody is really, really cordial. It's part of that Texas sort of, it's inherent in Texas.
Absolutely.
So.
If you cannot make small talk, this is not the place to be, because you can be standing at the grocery store and the lady in front of you is going to talk about how her dog died or what her grandson was doing or where they went on their vacation in 1993. You will learn so much about people just by having communication. Everyone likes to just chit-chat here and make you feel at home.
Yeah.
So it's a cool place to be.
You and your team on the ground there are just incredible. And, getting new residents coming into the community, really making sure residents that are currently there feel welcome and at home. And I'm sure they're excited for this pool because I hope I can take a quick dip in the pool when all of my work colleagues aren't around, because that would be weird.
You're going to want to. It's going to be really hot. Yeah, being from Colorado or coming down from Colorado, you're going to know what hot feels like for sure. That pool is going to be looking really inviting.
Oh, I can't wait.